Namaste students, I am Dr. Komal Rathore, Assistant Professor at Kumar Bhate Department, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. So students, today's topic is Kuposhan Janya Vyadhiya, Nutritional Disorder. In this disorder series, first we will describe and we will discuss about Karshya. Karshya, according to Acharya Sushrut, Sutra Sthan, Adhyay 15, Nidan is continuously taking diet responsible for aggregation of Vat and are affected with thirst, hunger and malnutrition. After Nidan Sevan, Ras Dhatu is not produced in sufficient amount and does not circulate for nourishment of the body in appropriate amount. This causes excessive emaciation, means Karshya. So if our Nidan Sevan is not proper, so Ras Dhatu is not produced in sufficient amount and does not circulate for nourishment of the body in appropriate amount. So now Lakshan is that excessive emaciation, suffer mostly from Vatic disorder and low vitality of all activity, consequently attack for dyspnea, cough, loss of appetite, Rakt Pitt, etc. All this disease become severe due to low vitality, Alp Pranata. So about this Lakshan, so what is the management or what is the Chikitsa about Karshya? So Chikitsa is use of drug like Payasa, Ashwagandha, Shalparni, Bala, Atibala, etc. Use of milk, curd, ghee, meat, Shali Shashtik, Yav, Godhum in diet. Abhyanga, Swedan or Matravasti. Now next disease is Phak Rog. Phak Rog describe Kashyap Chikitsa Sthan, Chikitsat Phak. So definition is Balo hi samvatsaro Balaha hi samvatsara panna padabhyam yona gacchati sa Phak iti vigge. Means after gaining 1 year of age and the child does not able to walk on his feet, this is known as Phak Rog. So Phak Rog is mentioned by Acharya Kashyap. So what is the etiology of Phak Rog? So etiology is mother having breast milk vitiated by cough, women with Pitta Vat Prakriti and having more siblings. And now types. Types of Phak Rog is Shirajam, Garbhajam, Cha Ev, Trityam Vyadhi Sambhavam, Phakatvam Trividam Proktam. Shiraj Phak is a mother having breast milk vitiated by cough is known as having Phak causing milk. The child consuming this milk suffer from so many diseases and due to Karshya attains the condition of Phak. So this is Shiraj Phak, the mother having breast milk vitiated by cough. Now second is Garbhaj Phak. The child whose mother has become pregnant due to early cessation of breast milk, the child become weak and emaciated, attains the condition of again Phak. The third is Vyadhi Sambhava Phak. Vyadhi Sambhava Phak is, it is reflection of Nij M Agantuj Vyadhi. Nij M Agantuj Vyadhi causes strength and luster decreases. Hip and arm become emaciated. Protuberant abdomen. Eye become yellow and body parts appear like skeleton. Lower body parts are emaciate and weak. Passes daily too much feces and urine. Lower body become inactive and crawls with hand and knees. The child has less activity due to weakness and due to less activity is overpowered by flies, insect, and worms. So that's all reason of Vyadhi Sambhavaj Phak. Now, what is the management? The management is the child should drink Kalyanak, Shatfal, and Amrit Ghrat till 7 days. Thereafter, Virechan should be performed with Trivrat Kheer. After purification, the child should treat with Brahmi Ghrat. The milk medicated with Rasna, Madhuk, or Punarnava, Arand, Draksha, and Trivat should be used. Soup or medicated milk should be taken with shali rice and drink same daily. Soup of medicated milk should be taken with shali rice and drink daily. Use of Ghrit tela, milk medicated with rasna, the child become free from all diseases. Raj tel should be used for abhyang. It is very important. Many examination, this question arises always. Raj tel use for abhyang in which disease? So the answer is Phak Rog. By the help of three-wheeled Phak Rath, means three rath, the child should practice by gradually walk. Basti, Snehpan, Swedan, Udvartan should be used in children, especially with Vat-vitiated diseases. So Basti, Snehpan, Swedan, and Udvartan should be used. So next disease is Bal Shosh. Bal Shosh Nidana is Atya Aham Swapna Shitambu Shleshma Stanya Sevina Shisho Kafein Ruddeshu Srotesu Rasvahishu. Ashtang Hridaya Uttar Tantra Adhyay Dvitya. A child that takes excessive sleep, excessive intake of cold water, and consuming cough vitiated breast milk. Cough dosh is vitiated in his body. Vitiated and aggravated cough obstruct rasvah srotas, and due to obstruction, the child cannot get nutrition from the ras dhatu and becomes emaciated. This condition is called as Phak Rog. So it is important. Child cannot get nutrition from ras dhatu and become emaciated. That's the condition and nidanas of Phak Rog, and all is lead to become Bal Shosh. So it is the nidan, and then lakshana is arochakah pratishayo ज्वर कास जायते कुमारो शुष्यति tat snigdh shukla mukhe kshana. Arochak means do not like to eat anything. Pratishaya means sneezing. Jwar, kas, kumar shushyati means children get wasting or emaciated. Face and eye become muddy and white. So the management according to Ashtang Hridaya is Nidan Parivarjan is very important. Agni Deepan Chikitsa, Sroto Shuddhi Chikitsa means Shodhan, Dhatu Pushti, Kantakari, Ashwagandha, Pipali, Tulsi, and medicated Ghrat is indicated as best for Shrotas Shodhan Chikitsa. Abhyang should do with the oil medicated with Vacha, Amalki, Tagar, Haritki, and Ajamutra. So that's all about Bal Shosh Chikitsa. Next is Parigarbhik Chikitsa. So Parigarbhik is Matu Kumaru Garbhanya Stanya Praya Piben Api. The child whose mother become pregnant again is suffering from many diseases. The condition is called Parigarbhik. This is the disease. Parigarbhik is described by Ashtang Sangrah Uttar Tantra Adhyay 2. So Lakshan is that Matu Kumaro Garbhanyo Stanyam Praya Piben Api Kas Agni Sada Vamathu Kas Agni Sada Vamathu Tandra Kasham Aruchir Brahma Yujjate Koshta Vradhaya Cha Tamahur Pari Garbhikam. Means the Lakshan or clinical feature is that coughing, dyspnea, dyspepsia, vomiting, drowsiness, kashya means emaciation, loss of appetite, and enlargement of abdomen. So the management is rogam paribhavakhyam cha yujjat tatra agni deepanam. Paribhava means paryay, agni deepanam chikitsa, and agni deepan chikitsa is from pipli, piplamul, kutki, devdaru, shar, ajaji, bilva, ghat, siddha, gratpan. Now next is protein energy malnutrition. Protein energy malnutrition is very important. In this PEM, first disorder is marasmus. So marasmus definition is marasmus can develop in the first month of life and will result of its mother's milk supply is insufficient, as a result of which the mother feeds the baby with dilute buffalo, cow, and goat, or even tin milk, and very little or no good food offered. So usually marasmus diseases occur. So usually 0 to 3 years of children occurs marasmus. So essential feature is that first is edema. Edema is none, wasting, gross loss of subcutaneous fat, all skin and bones. Muscle wasting is severe and growth retardation is severe. Mental changes, none. So variable feature is that first is variable feature is appetite, usually good. Diarrhea often past or present. Diarrhea often be present. Skin changes seldom, hair changes is seldom. Now biochemical investigations. First of all, serum albumin usually normal, anemia uncommon, and liver biopsy normal or atrophic. So management is nutritional rehabilitation, treatment and complications, treatment and nutritional diet, diet therapy, and mode of feeding. So we have to manage nutritional rehabilitation, and every complications symptomatic treatment we have to done, and nutritional diet should be followed. Now next is kwashiorkor. So kwashiorkor is, the word kwashiorkor means the disease occur when the child is displaced from the breast by another child, usually age 1 to 3 years. An essential feature is that edema present in lower leg, sometime on face, and generalized, wasting, gross loss of subcutaneous fat, all skin and bones, muscle wasting sometimes hidden, and growth retardation also sometimes be hidden. Mental changes is irritability present, and variable clinical feature is appetite usually poor, diarrhea present or absent, means diarrhea oftenly present mildly, and skin changes diffuse depigmentation and dry, hair changes often sparse, slightly silky, dyspigmentation, gray hairs called flax signs. Flax signs may be present. Now, biochemistry or chemically investigationally, we can we can follow serum albumin low, anemia uncommon, and liver biopsy present fatty changes. So the management same as marasmus, nutritional rehabilitations, treatment for complications, symptomatic treatment, and treatment of nutritional diet, dietary therapy, and mode of feeding. Next is vitamin and nutritional deficiency. So it is important vitamins. So first is important vitamins we have to consider. First is micronutrients. So micronutrients is calcium, magnesium, iron, iodine, zinc, folic acid, and multiple vitamins, vitamin A, B, B1, B2, B5, niacin, vitamin B6, B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. So it's a deficiency and requirement. We will talk in new session. So that's all for this session. Hope you like that session and it is useful to you. The nutritional disorder according to Ayurveda and modern. So in next session, we will discuss about hypervitaminosis or vitamin deficiency disorder. So if you have any query about nutritional disorder or Kuposhan Janya Vyadhya, then you can ask me in next session. That's all for now. Thank you. Thank you so much.